This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of Laying the Points. This week, we're gonna, we'll talk a little bit about that god-awful national championship game between Georgia and TCU. We'll recap the final week of the NFL, and we'll look ahead to the upcoming week, the Wildcard weekend, and potentially some Super Bowl picks. Gentlemen, how are we feeling on this fine Wednesday evening?
I hate college football.
Why is that?
Because they know what they did. They ruined everything. Fucking upsetting.
Terrible.
Fucking pathetic.
All right.
Should have been Alabama. That's all I know.
Would Alabama have beaten
or
Michigan?
Ohio State? Or Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean,
65-7.
yeah.
If TCU can beat Michigan, I bet fucking Alabama could.
Who knows? Maybe it was just a better matchup. Maybe the 3-5 just owned everything Michigan wanted to do. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
Tyler, what are your thoughts? How you feeling? How was Florida? We missed you last week.
Florida was all right. I'll share how it could have been better once I get to my picks because I wasn't here last week to talk about it. But overall national championship game, I did say it. I remember we were at the pool bar, and then we went to Finnegan's when USC lost to Utah, and I said it should be Ohio State and Alabama to get in. I remember I said that, and I was like, this is easily the best four teams. And they put in TCU because they're the people's team,
Horny for
and they're gonna regret that for years to come.
I do wish they had flipped Ohio State and TCU. I mean, even if you had just done that, you had Michigan. You still get the Michigan Ohio State. You get the game rematch or whatever.
Yes,
and then
yes.
You get
I guess
TCU still makes it, and they get the shit kicked out of them. So it's like, all right, well, at
but
least
it's in the semis, and it's not in the. Yes, that does make sense. It's like TCU should have been the 4 seed, but at the same time, it's like, how could you put Ohio State over? It's all stupid.
You could have put them as a 3 seed because they only lost to Michigan. It was 2 seed.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah,
you
I
could have
agree.
easily made that logical jump.
Yes,
I think.
definitely agree.
Yeah, I think we do need to hold a moment of silence for take our hats off, rest easy for all non-Power 5 conference teams, because after that shit, there's just no fucking way any of them are ever getting put in if they don't have to be. Because that was awful. It really was. And I think we did talk about this on the first pod when before the semis. We were like, hey, TCU could beat Michigan. It was all in the cards. And then it could just end up being the worst college football championship ever, and that's exactly what it was. But you know what? Hey, Frogs, hell of a run. They covered all year until that game, so you can't be too mad about losing one game when you had an entire year of profit if you were tailing the Frogs.
Yeah, if you're Frogs better, then you're fine with it. If you're a Frogs fan, you're definitely just sad.
Yeah, poor Trent. Poor Trent.
Yeah, did you guys see that TikTok? That TikTok was hysterical that he made.
No, what was it? What did he do?
I'll send it afterwards. It was actually fucking
okay.
comical.
I did see they were talking about it on McAfee's show because they were at the game, and there was rain coming in the side of the stadium, and it was just all on the TCU
only on
section.
the TCU side.
Yeah. So it's like they paid all that money. Yeah, they paid all that money to go to the game. Their team gets ass fucked, and they're getting fucking rained on.
I felt bad for them by the third quarter. I was just like, this is just like they're putting their second string or third string players, whatever. They scored 2 touchdowns pretty much untouched in 3 plays.
Yeah, I mean, I said it when it was right before TCU scored, when Duggan horribly underthrew that ball when I don't know who it was wide open.
It was Johnson was all open and Ringo picked it off.
No, different play. It was they completed the pass, but the dude was wide the fuck open, and Duggan underthrew him by 10 yards. So he had to stop and catch the ball, and he got tackled. If he had just let him, it would have been an easy touchdown. They scored on the drive anyway, but that's when I texted. I was like, wow, it was fucking awful. Like, this game's over. And then, like, the next play that when Georgia had the ball was, I think that was the McConkey touchdown when he was even more open than the TCU guy was. Just, yeah, it was a tough showing from the Frogs. But, enough about them. We've harped on them enough. Let's hop into the NFL. Anybody want to kick us off?
I think it's appropriate if me or Pecano go first. Granted, we're the only two people here that have a team playing in the playoffs. But I'll grant it to Pecano. I want him to go first.
Hey, my team got the number 1 pick, so basically the playoffs.
I thought you were a Patriots fan.
No, I'm a Bears fan. Come on, Lou.
He's only a Patriots fan when they have like a small chance of getting in the playoffs.
I didn't want them to make it. I mean, technically, I want to bet on them not making the playoffs, but the guy hasn't been getting paid from fantasy, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna make him pay me when I know he hasn't gotten paid.
And RIP to the Jets. They're just down bad constantly.
Bye Mike LaFleur.
That's the best part about being a Jet fan is it's like the meme you sent about the Mets. We literally don't care. At least I don't.
Yeah.
I literally don't care.
Because you just don't expect. You're not really expecting it.
So I can live my life. I live my life peacefully.
That's what I was saying about the Mets spending all the money. I'm like, now you have expectations, and if you don't win, then now everyone's pissed off. It was always fun rooting for them when they were, choo choo, the little train, the little train that could. But anyway, Pecano, please, playoff football, kick us off.
I will start. So I'm going to go in order from Saturday to Monday. Obviously, Monday being the biggest day. But I'm going to go with Seahawks over the Niners, the plus 9.5, though. Brock Purdy's due for a bad game. Geno Smith's been playing well. Seahawks are playing well. Little iffy on the Seahawks defense. Jordan Brooks, their leading tackler, is done for the year towards ACL. T's and P's. Brock Purdy is due for a bad game, but the one reason I'm taking the Seahawks plus 9.5, and we talked about this, you can't beat the same teams 3 times in a row. You just can't happen. So with that, give me the Seahawks plus 9.5. On to Saturday, 8:15, Jaguars, Chargers at Jaguars. Everyone is taking the Chargers. A lot of people within sports media are taking the Chargers to be the team to make a sneaky run. I say, fuck that. Doug Peterson has been there. Doug Peterson has won a Super Bowl. Peterson has touchdown Jesus himself, Trevor Lawrence. Give me the Jaguars in Duval.
Yagging off. Fun fact, teams that come off bad wins come hungry the next week. That's not a stat, that's fact. Not a stat. What is it, Lou?
It's not an opinion, it's a fact.
There we go.
Not my opinion.
There we go. On to Sunday, 1 p.m., Dolphinos, Bills. I said it last week. I want Tyler's future to die, so I'm taking the Bills, everything.
I mean, it's already dead. It's
bold.
It's already dead.
Taking the Bills, everything.
I mean, yeah, that could be Georgia TCU.
Yeah.
Yes, that can be.
Pecano's taking Bills money line only. That's the.
I did.
Well, I wonder what I think it's
Josh Allen.
800,
Josh Allen would throw one touchdown.
Yeah, Josh Allen over touchdowns. Case Keenum over touchdowns. He's gonna play. He's a certified winner. Sunday, 4:30. Giants at the Vikings. Skull, no skull. I'm taking the Giants. The Giants.
That boy.
Reasoning. Not a 1 o'clock game. It's a 3:30 game Central Time. 4:30 game Eastern Time. Danny Dimes playing a little bit better on a rest day. Saquon on a rest day. Vikings played everyone last week. Kind of banged up. And I don't know what it is. I think the Vikings are the worst team in this playoffs. I think they're worse than the Dolphins. And that's a hot take.
No shot. Not
I
in
think
the
it's a hot take.
Not in the current, like the Skylar Thompson.
With Tua maybe. With Tua maybe.
Yeah, with Tua maybe. But with Skylar Thompson, no shot.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Skylar Thompson's fucking awful.
I just have a huge the Vikings defensive line is atrocious. They're only really good on the goal line. They win tight games, so I think the +3 for the Giants is the move. Yeah, I just think that the Giants are going to win this game. Tight game though, very very tight game. Probably going to come down to the wire. Saquon's going to run all over that defensive line. Let's take it to the nightcap Sunday 8:30 Ravens Bengals. Little biased. I'm taking the Bengals. They are my future Super Bowl pick. That's not named the Dallas Cowboys. Also don't know the status of Lamar.
So your Super Bowl pick is the Bengals.
Yeah, but
Cowboys ain't winning.
But no.
It's the Bengals versus Cowboys.
No.
He
No,
wins
no.
either way.
We'll talk about it afterwards. But anyways, don't know the status of Lamar. They're saying he's doubtful. I also saw a report today that Tyler Huntley is also
Doubtful as well.
Doubtful
It's
as
gonna
well,
be
so
Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown.
It's gonna be you.
Anthony Brown from Oregon.
Anthony Brown Picano.
So Tony Brown is gonna take the.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Bengals. That's all I gotta say. And here we go. Monday night.
It's the worst spot you could be in.
Monday
Oh, no.
night. A 7-0 Tom Brady versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys -2.5. Can't give Brady the dog. Even a home dog. You can't give Brady the home dog. Here we are. We're in the situation. Fatso Mike, this is your job, dude. I think the call to Sean Payton is being dialed as we speak. Kellen Moore, he's interviewing for the Panthers. Dan Quinn's interviewing for the Broncos. Here we are. Sunday at 8:15. I already have my day planned out. I'm going to Orange Theory. Gonna have a nice quick run, mental run. Gonna read a book. Gonna eat a nice lunch and a nice dinner, hang out with the boys, watch the game. And I'm taking the Cowboys with everything, dude. I think.
Oh my God, it's getting the shit out.
What?
Nothing.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Oh,
I'm
God.
taking the Cowboys with everything. If you guys saw on Twitter today, I'm gonna send it in later. They put a tweet out saying that is Micah Parsons gonna redeem himself on the 40-yard dash. And Micah made a statement and quote tweeted it and said, "Sir, with all due respect, I don't play in those type of bowl games. I play in Super Bowls." He's
But he
hungry.
hasn't, though. But he
I was
hasn't.
He's
thinking
hungry.
He's only played in Pro Bowl games.
Yeah, but he's hungry. He's hungry.
I don't know if
Super
that
Bowl.
matters.
Where he's hungry. He's hungry. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the Cowboys with everything, and I'm gonna go to my Super Bowl pick before Lewis goes on to his. My Super Bowl pick will be Bengals. My Super Bowl pick will be Bengals 49ers if the Cowboys do not play the Chiefs.
What?
My Super Bowl is Bengals 49ers if the Cowboys don't play the Chiefs.
What?
It's either
How do both teams change hinging on one
In
team?
the conference, are you talking about the Bengals playing the Chiefs?
yes.
To the Cowboys, didn't
But
you?
how did the Cowboys make it over the 49ers?
No, but how do the Cowboys play the Chiefs if it's not in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl?
What I'm saying is AFC
Well, that's what I'm saying.
AFC NFC championship. My AFC championship is Bengals Cowboys. My Bengals Chiefs. NFC is 49ers Cowboys.
So the Cowboys can only make it if the Chiefs win.
Yes.
That's the
Because-
only way that they can win that game.
Yes, because then it's
Okay.
conflict. Because then it's conflict of interest for me.
No, because then it's a win-win. What?
Then it's a
It just makes it a
win-win,
win-win, Picano.
No, it's a conflict of interest because I want the Bengals to win, but then I also want the Cowboys to win. I took
worry,
both
I-
teams.
Picano, I don't think you have to worry about it. I really don't. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think either team is making the Super Bowl.
I'm also
Spoiler
making a
alert.
state. I'm also making a statement. If the Cowboys do make it, I am doing a live pod from State Farm Stadium in Arizona.
You're going?
I already have the insurance not the insurance bond, the bond, what's it called? The loan. The loan is already taken out. Ready to go.
All right.
Love it.
On to you, Lewis.
I guess I'll start with the obvious Giants +3, Giants money line. Giants are going to win this game. They should have beat the Vikings the first time they played. they're more healthy. Hopefully, I've been seeing Adoree Jackson's not 100% going to play. I don't understand how that's possible. He was hurt 8 weeks ago. I just hope he's going to play. Vikings do have some injuries. Center, right tackle, both out. Strength of the Giants, defense, and pretty much their whole team is the D line. So hopefully that matchup can kind of take over the game, and Saquon Barkley can do Saquon Barkley things.
Did
That's what
Dalvin get
Giants-
banged up too?
Yeah, but I think he's fine. He's probably going to play. But like right tackle and center for the Vikings are out. So feel bad for those guys, but love that for me. Moving on, Bills -13. I mean, I don't know what the Dolphins can do with Skylar Thompson, and whatever it is, it probably won't be enough to keep up with Buffalo. Don't think you need much of an explanation. It's just, I mean, you're just taking them in a blowout, but I think that's pretty much what everyone thinks is going to happen. Don't overthink it like we did with TCLou, because those guys sucked. And that's kind of what I'm going to compare this game to, because the Bills are kind of just they are them. They are them in this matchup, and the Dolphins are not. Jags Chargers. I like the over in this game. Two really good quarterbacks, two pretty good offenses. Chargers defense a little shaky. Joey Bosa got hurt last week. Probably going to play, but not 100%. I believe they have a linebacker that's hurt as well, so a lot not going right for the Chargers defense. Two good quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert. Let's hope for some points. Then I'm taking the Bucks +2.5, because the Cowboys could still win this game. I'm rooting for you. I don't want to see this again. I can't. As much as I enjoy it, I feel bad for you, for Chris, all the other Cowboy fans. How much can you guys take? So, the constant just first round exit, first game exit, it's tough.
I'm sick of it too, dude.
I'm pulling for you, but at the same time, Tom Brady 7-0 against the Cowboys. Let's make it 8. Because if I had to choose, if the Giants move on and win this game, I would much rather, if it came down to it, have to play the Buccaneers at some point than the Cowboys. The Cowboys just kill the Giants every time. So out of respect, I would like the Cowboys to get eliminated. You feel me?
I respect it. I see where you're coming from.
Respect.
It's a selfish. I want them to lose, but on the other hand, I want them to win. I respect it.
Thank you. One thing. Last pick, Niners, Seahawks. I'm going to go under 42.5. 3 weeks ago, last week, and 2 weeks ago. Sorry, I said that a little weird, but the last 3 weeks, the 49ers over has been at 41, 42, and 43 like every game. Every single game is scored in the 50s or higher. I think the number is so low again, and if the Seahawks, like Picano said, could keep this game close, which I could see, it's going to have to be low scoring. Because they're not going to – I don't think if 49ers get hot, Seahawks are going to, roll on that defense and start putting up points too. So if the Seahawks are going to keep it close, it's going to be the under. Give me 1 second.
Lou. Oh, Lewis. All right. I guess Lou's out. Do I just hop into mine?
Yeah, or you want me to go?
I kind of want to go. Well, no, you go. I'll go last.
You have the big.
Well, I feel like I could have gone first
field
with all the stats, but I will go last.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Let me go. Sorry, I'm putting in the odds for my bet right now.
Oh, you're doing a Tyler lay instead of a Picano lay.
Yes. So I guess we'll start off, even though this is about the playoffs, we're going to talk really quickly that it was never TCLou. But
every other week it was.
Listen, it was never TCLou, but it was always second half bowl game overs.
It was.
And
didn't Georgia hit it themselves?
Georgia, both semifinal games, the LSU game, the USC game, the Alabama-Kansas State game, every game in the second half of bowl season, the over pretty much hit, I think, except for 2. So, yes, it was always the second half bowl season overs. Never the first half, though. 2, I said that my Florida trip could have been a little better, and that was because on New Year's Eve, I put in a parlay to win $500 that involved Alabama over, both semifinal games over, Mississippi State money line and USC money line, and USC blew a 15-point lead. And I was at Banana Boat in Boynton Beach, which is a nice little restaurant on the water, with Mariel's family, and there's a TV in like the back corner, and it was heartbreaking. It was absolutely heartbreaking being there and having to witness that, because I couldn't show my real emotions. You know, I kind of had to play it off like nothing was even happening, but something was happening, and it was heartbreaking. But enough of college football, because who cares about college football anymore?
Yeah, we don't bet on children, you know.
Exactly. It's all about the NFL and a little bit of college basketball, but that's for another time. So NFL, these are by plays. These plays are meant to only be played as a parlay and not straight bets. We're strictly doing a parlay for the playoffs. Okay. It's the playoff parlay. That's what they call it. We're doing Bills minus 13.5. That's an obvious one. We're all doing it. It's literally the Georgia TCU game where the line was also 13.5. Obviously, as you guys know, my Super Bowl pick was the 49ers versus the Dolphinos, with the Dolphinos winning. I hope you guys as friends and colleagues can ignore that I ever took the Dolphins due to injuries and just incredible bad luck.
That wipes it out.
Yeah. So you guys could just be like, I'm not Louis Mandiu taking the Broncos. You know what I mean? That's just a dude who didn't do any research. Okay?
You just didn't know that Nathaniel Hackett was the worst coach ever.
That's a guy who did zero research. I'm a guy who just got incredibly lucky with some bad injuries and poor timing. Bacano, is that cool with you? You can accept that?
I can accept that.
Thank you, Bacano. That means a lot. But Bills minus 13.5, I'm probably going to lay like whatever I have to lay to win $100 so I could win my future back, so I don't feel like that big of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like the Bills just are losing the game, right? Like I really hope not. That would suck. That would definitely suck if they did. I don't know. But if Tua was playing, I definitely would have rode the Dolphins points. The last time Tua played in Buffalo just a couple weeks ago, it was a great game, and they probably should have won the game outright.
Yeah, I mean, it opened at 9.5 when he was potentially playing. So that I would have taken all day. Yeah, if Tua's in there, especially because the Bills haven't been like covering.
They really haven't. They've been playing like close games for 3 quarters and then just kind of opening up. So that's the first play. Second play, we're going TCLou plus 10. And it's I've obviously said it to Bacano. Bacano said it. You know, it's not easy to beat a team 3 times in a year. I remember this happening 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was also Seattle and the Rams, when the Rams, maybe when they lost the Super Bowl that year, or maybe a couple of years after. I don't remember, but whatever it was, that matchup was won both times by one team. And I remember being like, you can't beat a team 3 times. That's so hard. And then the other team ended up winning it, and I looked like a genius. So we're taking TCLou plus 10. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think they're going to keep it close. And Brock Purdy's due for a bad game. He has to have a bad game eventually, right?
Yeah.
So we're taking
that's my logic.
And then the other points, we're taking the Bengals minus 8.5. Bengals are playing Tony Brown, but they didn't really look good last week. I think they kind of did that on purpose, though. You know, like they didn't really like put their foot on the gas, maybe because they knew they would be playing them again this week, so they didn't like show them everything they had. Maybe that's why it was a little closer of a game. But they also had like 3 turnovers, 1 for a touchdown. They still only won the game. But, like, I don't remember, but not as much as you would have thought they would have. But whatever, we're taking the Bengals minus 8 because it's the playoffs and your foot doesn't come off the gas in the playoffs. What's up, Lou?
Welcome back.
Are you okay, Lou?
Yeah, good.
You missed some good stuff that I've had to say. But then we're rounding it off with 3 money lines. We're going Chargers money line, Buccaneers money line, and the Vikings money line. When you lay that, it is plus 4,258. Lewis, I said that my plays are strictly parlay plays, not straight bets, because it's a playoff parlay. We're going the Vikings money line because, like Lou said earlier,
plus 4,000.
It seems as if everyone likes the Giants, and it's one of those games where it's like the Giants should have won last week, or not last week. They should have won last time they played. They should have done this. They're going to win. They're going to win, and then
And I hate how everyone is now like, oh, the Giants to play. No, like I saw people like
you don't like that. You don't want people.
All the experts now, like the whatever. I think it's like 9, 10 picks, like some like NFL.com or something. Like 6 or 7 of them were the Giants. So I was like, oh, like that. All the rest of them are usually like 9-1 the other team. Now everybody's on the Giants. I hate it, but I think they're still gonna win.
So I'm gonna take the Vikings. I think it obviously probably comes down to like turnovers. Kirk Cousins obviously turns the ball over much more than Daniel Jones does now, which is crazy to say. But in the end of the day, too, like it's Justin Jefferson and T.J. Hawkinson versus little Richie and Daniel Bellinger. Like I'm gonna take the
Isaiah Hodgins.
I'm gonna take the firepower over the non. Then Bucks money line, self-explanatory. I'm not going over that. That's probably also going to be a really high-scoring game now that the Cowboys just don't play defense anymore. Like it started when they played the Bears, however many weeks ago, and you're just like, why are they giving up 35 points? I thought they're supposed to have a good defense. They literally don't. Like they just don't have a good defense.
But they put up 49, so people are like, oh well, yeah, they beat the shit out of them, but they gave up 35 points to the Bears.
Yeah, and then Bacano's like, yeah, but Micah had a touchdown. No, he didn't.
He did have a touchdown.
He got jumped over.
He had a touchdown.
Because the guy didn't. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, Micah Parsons!" Like the guy didn't touch him when he hit the floor. Like, what did he do besides get up and run?
But he had a touchdown.
Yeah, and then the last we're doing Chargers money line. It's just that's a tough one for me. I always liked the Jags. I've liked the Jags for a long time since Blake Bortles was there. But what's interesting about this game is I'm going to take the Chargers, but I truly don't care who wins. I'm rooting for whoever wins that game to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
One, because fuck the Chiefs, 2, I kind of think it's possible. Like I don't think it's crazy to think that I don't think they're going to beat them.
I think the Chargers
wins that game.
I
think it's going to play a very close game against the Chiefs.
I think the Chargers could definitely beat them. A lot of people are taking them.
I think the Jags have the better chance. How? The Chargers are not that good. They have the worst rushing defense in the league.
Well, good thing the Chiefs don't run the ball because no one cares about it.
The Chiefs do run the ball. Jerick McKinnon is single-handedly won people championships.
Catching the ball, sure.
But he's elite. Yeah, but he could run the ball if they needed him to. They just don't need him.
But he doesn't because
Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco runs like a bull.
Yeah, so he's going to run like a bull all over the fucking. They're not even going to. They're not going to play the Chargers. It's all right. It's fine.
Alec, I didn't know you were taking this one so personally.
I am.
Whoever wins, I really don't care who wins because I'm going to be rooting for them against the Chiefs because I think that is the upset that will be looming, like the true upset that's going to happen in the playoffs.
You have to add the Giants. The Giants are going to win that game. It's
not an upset though.
It's a promise. It's a promise. It is an upset.
No, it's not though.
A far less talented team.
It's not, but
on the road against a team who had 4 more wins. That's
but everybody knows.
Line, not really, but
everyone knows how bad the Vikings have been this year. They are a fraudulent team, and the 3 points is everybody knows you get 3 points as a home team automatically. So theoretically, Vegas is saying it's a 50-50 game, but.
Yeah, I think the first time they played the line was similar. I think it was 4.5 or something. But either way, I see what you're saying.
Was that your last, Tyler?
Yeah, so all those picks together is 4,258. The line.
On the plus side.
Plus 4,258.
And a reminder is you do not play it straight. You only play it as a lay.
Strictly parlay. All right. Well, that just leaves me. I'm going to go in. I picked every game, so I'm going to go in order of confidence rather than sequential. And I'm going to talk about the game we just talked about. Talking about Jags and Chargers. 55% of the bets, 52% of the money is on the Chargers. They're 11-5-1 against the spread on the year. Jags are 9-8.
Doesn't seem like a lot to be on the Chargers.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It's pretty much half.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Both teams been hot though. Chargers 4-1 against the spread now. Jags 4-1. The last 5, that is. Now, the thing that does it for me is what I'd mentioned before. Chargers are the worst rushing defense in the NFL. And the Jags with ETN can have one of the best rushing offenses if Doug Peterson decides to use it. Sometimes just like gets away from the run, makes no sense. But they should be able to run all over the Chargers. When they played, the fucking Jags kicked the shit out of them. It was 38-10. Like that game was never close.
Ever heard of revenge?
No, revenge tours aren't real. Right? I've never ever been on a revenge tour.
That was the fucking
I think that was the Ribs game.
Ribs game though, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like they've proven that they can kick the shit out of them once.
Yeah, no, they can hang. They can definitely hang.
They're gonna kick the shit out of again. They're one of the hottest teams in the league. They were 2-6 and they made the playoffs. They won 7 of their last 9.
I agree, but I feel like, are you ignoring the fact that it took a defensive touchdown to beat Joshua Dobbs last week
Dobbs is
to get
elite.
in the playoffs?
Josh Dobbs is elite.
When they played last time, the Chargers and the Jags, Austin Eckler had 4 carries. Mike Williams had a catch, and Keenan Allen didn't play.
Yeah, and then Mike Williams got hurt because fucking Staley's an idiot. Oh, no, you said last time they played. But Mike Williams got hurt in their last game. The last time the Chargers played. Doesn't matter, he's banged up.
I think I see where Alex coming from. I do.
It's a home dog too. Like, come on, give me the hungry home dog on home soil.
Duval has
they have to defend a home soil.
The Jags are 1 year away from making
jagging off. And the Chargers are 1 game away from firing their god awful coach.
That's I'll say this:
Peterson's a much better coach.
I will say this: like, if we're talking home soil, since Lou went to Duval to go watch the Giants because it's like a satellite stadium. LA to Jacksonville is really far, so that place is going to be Duval and all game long.
And it's a night game.
Decent point.
It's a night game. Thought it was an early game, but no, they didn't do that, which is smart. All right, so that's my most confident play. That's my 5-star play for the weekend. My next play, my 4-star, is the Bengals -8.5. Lamar's probably not playing. And the whole public, I think it's like 81% of the bets, 85% of the money's on the Bengals. They won by 11 last week with no Lamar.
So that is what I'm saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I did say, I was like, they literally played them with Anthony Brown starting, and they did not win very confidently. So I'm saying maybe it was them purposely taking their foot off the gas because they're like, we're going to play them again next week. Let's not show them everything. Exactly. But at the same time, like I also said, they had 3 or 4 turnovers. One of them was a fumble 6. How are you not winning by like 20?
Yeah, no, like if you look at the stats in that game, I think the Ravens led in like every offensive statistical category except they had 4 turnovers. Bengals only had 1. So it's just like, but again, it's Anthony Brown. Like Anthony Brown could easily go out, have 4 turnovers again, take the Ravens right out of the game. I don't know. I think the Bengals are also like weirdly pissed off about the coin flip shit, which doesn't even matter anymore. I don't think.
What was the deal with that?
It was if the Ravens had won that game, they would have had to do a coin flip to see who was at home for this game. And the Bengals were like, what the fuck? We're getting punished because some dude like almost died, but wasn't even on our team. So like, what the fuck? So yeah, they were like all pissed off last week. And it's like this unwarranted anger. They also, they've got the chip on their shoulder. They were there last year. They fucking blew it. So, and you see how bad the Rams are now. Like shit, they should have won that game. So 100%. I think they're pissed off. They got the chip on their shoulder. They'll take care of the Ravens. My next confident pick. Where's my thing? Oh, it is the G-Men +3. I don't like. Actually, no. 57% of the bets are actually on the Vikings, but more of the money's on the Giants. It's like 52. It was 4.5. Giants covered, but Vikings won. Like I just think the Vikings are they win close games. I think the Giants should win this game, but even if they lose, I think it'll be within a field goal. So, why not?
The thing with the Giants, especially on offense, is there's a very small margin of error that can
Yes.
occur.
Yes.
And to keep up with the team like the Vikings, however, last time they played, 2 turnovers, a blocked punt, like all that shit. And in the end of the game, it was 24-24 with 3 seconds left. Like, I hope those things don't happen again because they probably won't win this game if those things happen again. But I don't know. That would be the only thing that would, turnovers and shit like that and just like quick 3 and outs, Vikings might kill them. But if they can just sustain drives and not turn the ball over, you have a game. You definitely have a game there.
I agree. All right, yeah, not much to say.
Oh, and Alec, I love your stat here.
Which one?
13-4 against the spread.
Yeah, that is insane. I think that might be one of the. I think that's the best that I saw. I don't know if that's the number 1 team in the league. But...
And they were underdogs in like 13 of those games.
Well, yeah, and they won them all like outright, or they won a lot of them outright. But yeah, I want them to win. I do. The Vikings are just frauds. I don't want to see them like prosper for being as fake of a team as you can be.
What I was gonna say was if they go to Philly in the next round, they're gonna get their ass kicked. But I think the Giants would too.
Yeah, probably.
As a Giants fan,
Eagles are a buzzsaw.
Coming off a bye, like I don't know, but
hey, they played him tight with fucking what's his name? I don't even know who was it.
Davis Webb.
Yeah, the fucking legend, dude.
The D Webb to Kenny Galladay connection.
Yeah, that's true. Is Kenny Galladay gonna pop off in this game?
Worth every penny for Kenny Galladay.
Oh, jeez.
72 million a touchdown.
There you go. Hey, maybe he cuts it in half this game. Kenny Galladay anytime touchdown score.
I think if you're the coach, maybe you're like, all right, just throw it up to him in the end zone on like a 2nd and goal, see if he can just fucking pluck the thing out of the air. I guess that's the only thing he's good at because he can't get open. But he's 6'5" for a reason. He's got to be able to catch, high points.
Go up and get it. It.
Like, why isn't he just Mike Evans? Run straight and jump high.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, Tyler's gonna tell me I'm lying, but like I honestly never liked him in Detroit. I thought he was a little overrated, but like he's coming to the Giants. Like, let me peep this dude's highlights. He's fucking jumping over people. He's breaking tackles. I'm like, this guy is fucking crazy. Like
his first year in the Giants, I remember being like kind of decent. Like, and then after that, just went all downhill.
Oh no, it's 2 years.
He was bad.
Misery, straight misery.
Not ideal.
But all the best to you next year, Kenny Galladay, wherever you end up, maybe in the CFL, but
maybe he's on the Giants again.
Fuck off my team.
Maybe he is. He might be.
Fuck off my team.
He's gonna score. He's gonna score in this game. It's gonna be electric.
Listen, if he scores a game-winning touchdown, he rights all of his wrongs.
Yeah, that's worth the $72 million right there.
Same with Richie James.
Pays for the contract.
Little Richie.
Next game I want to talk about, it's very interesting. So it is Seahawks Niners. The line opened at 10. Currently 70% of the bets and 84% of the money is on the Niners, but the line still moved towards in the favor of the Seahawks to 9.5. So that's a little, what is it, reverse line money?
RLM.
Little RLM.
Yeah, exactly. So always something we like to keep an eye on. Seattle's been awful, and they're 1-7 against the spread their last 8. San Fran 7-1. Seattle's gone under in 6 of 10. San Fran has gone over in 7 of 10. Both the games this year, San Fran covered, and I think they won both. Yeah, they won and covered both, and the total gone under. So you know what? As much as everybody does say you can't beat a team 3 times and you can't cover or whatever. I did hear it's like I think in the 3rd game, the teams are I don't remember the statistic, but that's just not true. Like teams do win 3 times. They actually win more off. They win 3 times more often than they don't. They don't. I think it's like 50-50 on the spread, but I don't know. I like to see the C locks in this spot. I just think it's too many points at 9.5. I think they can keep it close. San Fran's defense has shown, that game against the Raiders fucking stood them out there. They can let up some points. So I think I like the Seahawks plus 9.5 because again, sharp money likes it too. And I also like the over. I don't mind the 42.5. I think there should be some points scored in this. Because again, implied total for Seahawks is like 17. Seahawks can score 20 points, and then you get your over. It's easy money. Anyway, what is the next game that I've got? Next game for me is the Bucks +3. I don't know. I didn't really handicap this one as much. This is just a vibe. I hate this game. Like I'm not gonna watch this. It's a sad Monday night game.
What?
It's awful. It's just I have no interest in either of these two teams. Neither it doesnn't intrigue me. Just throw this at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
You can arguably say it's just two bad teams playing.
Yeah, it is two bad teams playing. I would rather be in bed at 8:15 on a Monday than watch this game. Like if they threw this at 1 o'clock on Saturday, I'd watch it, but they didn't. So fuck them. I'm not gonna watch. But Brady's never lost to the Cowboys. Don't think it's gonna start now, especially in the playoffs. And we say that, and then he's going to get dick fucked like he did against the Bills, not the Bills, the Titans last time he was with the Patriots. Yeah, that one still hurts. But yeah, no, give me the Bucks +3. Why not? Fuck it. Next, is this the last one? This is the last one. Oh, I hate this. I hate the 13.5 with the Bills, but you got to take it. I mean, nobody's mentioned it, but heavy hearts, of course, for the Bills. They got to go out and win this for DeMar. Shout out to him.
No,
it is because he's not going to play. He's not going to play.
It's heavy hearts is off. He's fine.
I was going to say,
yeah, but it's not heavy hearts. It's still like damn.
Heavy hearts slogan should be removed from the game.
No, but it's a different kind of heavy hearts because it's like, damn man, we take this shit for granted. Like our boy, he almost died out there, and now he's probably never going to play in the NFL again. Like man, we got to go out and win this now.
From the heavy hearts king,
I'm
labeling
off
the heavy hearts.
I'm labeling this entire playoff run a heavy hearts run for the Bills. Starts with covering 13.5 in this game.
I think I agree with that, Alex.
Then it should be a heavy hearts for
who?
A team definitely has a heavy hearts in there. Oh, then it's gonna hit me. Oh, then it should be a heavy hearts for the Ravens. That guy, one of the linebackers died over the summer. That kid Ferguson, Jalen Ferguson. Yeah, ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, should be a heavy hearts. It should be a heavy hearts run for them.
They should have a heavy hearts run for Lamar at that point.
Yeah, we might as well give a heavy hearts.
No, it doesn't count.
Now, Alec.
I had 26 years old. Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, Jalen Ferguson.
Yeah, but that's not as recent as fucking 2 weeks ago. So
still honoring him. They made the playoffs. They're gonna lift that. They're gonna lift the Lombardi with Tony Brown and say this is for Jay Ferg.
No shot. They're not winning that game. Yeah.
You can argue if the Steelers were in, they would have honored it for Dwayne. Or same thing with the football team.
They would have. Yeah, they would have won it for Dwayne. They would have won it for the Bus. They should have won it. I'd fuck the Jets for winning that game. Also, assholes.
The football team would do Dwayne Haskins like they did Sean Taylor and put like a little plastic mannequin stick figure thing up there.
Yeah,
they probably spell his name wrong.
They'd have some fucking shit pipes leak on everybody. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Again, fuck the Jets. Win that game. I want to see Kenny Pickett in the playoffs, even though they would get killed by the Bills. Yeah, those are my picks. I also have to go back to the Pecano Lay. Pecano Lay did hit last week, finished the regular season at 3-2. For the playoffs, first round of Pecano Lay playoffs, we are taking Niners +7.5, Jags +17.5, Bills on the money line, Giants +21.5, Bengals on the money line, and I think this is the first time I've thrown an over/under in there. We are taking Bucks Cowboys over 30.5 points. Parlayed all together -120.
That looks beautiful, Alex.
Thank you. 30.5 is wild for an over/under, but hey, I really because I could take the +17.5 for the Bucks. I've put that in the Pecano Lay before, and it lost the one time I think I put the Bucks in twice, and they've blown it both times. Bucks are awful. I just will not trust them. So the Cowboys can go out and score 31 points. That's all.
I just got to
Fine.
change one thing in the way. Look, I just got to change one thing.
Minus. Yeah, then it would go to like
Giants
plus
minus 21.
2,000. It would be more than that probably. Alt spread. No, I play the last time they played the Vikings. I took the plus 21.5, and it hit with ease. So I gotta take the plus 21.5 again. I will. I also I have my Super Bowl prediction. I don't know if you guys. I think Lou, you talked about yours.
No, I talked about
Or
mine.
Picano talked about yours. My bad.
Yeah. Bengals and 49ers if it's not Cowboys
Lou.
Chiefs.
Wait, Alec, quickly. I remember what I said when you were gone. I asked for forgiveness about my Dolphinos pick because of injuries and poor timing, and I said I hope that you guys, as friends and colleagues, could kind of just like ignore that I took that and not hold that against me.
Which is
And
fair.
as I
I can do
agreed,
that.
I said, but it's nothing like Lewis, who refused to do any research on the Broncos.
Are you kidding me?
Hackett.
You saw the Broncos stat I sent. You saw the Broncos stat I sent in. It's
all Nathaniel Hackett.
If Russell Wilson didn't take a fucking nosedive
Hackett.
on his quarterback play, they would. If they just scored 18 points a game, they would be.
They won their last 2 games, didn't they?
They'd be the 1 seed because I said they had a very good defense. That was a fucking championship defense, and Hackett just fucking ran that whole operation into the ground. Maybe Russell Wilson does suck, but maybe he does. We're gonna find out when he gets a real coach. But that was unbelievable. It was an atrocity. It was a stain on my what was perfect legacy up to picking Super Bowls for 3 years in a row, and I'm going to give you another one right now. It's either going to be.
He's going to say the Chiefs.
You better not steal my pick.
The New York Giants at plus 6,000, or it is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. You did not steal my pick then.
Lou's hot take every year around this time is.
Thank you. I'm not saying it's
always
a
the
hot
Giants.
take. I'm not saying it's a hot take.
It's always the Giants. My
Patrick
pick.
Mahomes, best player in the league. That's why.
He's pretty good. My pick is this is a shout out to our boy actually what's his actual name? Chris Berman. Shout out to Boom. Because I don't know if you guys remember when we were like younger, but he would always be on Sports Center. He would do like his fastest 2 minutes, and then at the beginning of the season he'd give out Super Bowl picks, and every time it was Niners and Bills, and every time it wouldn't hit because the Niners were trash and the Bills were trash. But guess what? Now the Niners are sick and the Bills are sick. So I'm going Niners and Bills is my Super Bowl pick. And you know what they say? No one circles the wagons like the heavy heart Buffalo Bills.
That's what they say.
Lock for the Super Bowl. Lock for the Super Bowl. For tomorrow.
Okay, my real pick to come out of the NFC is the God. It's not the Giants. It can't be the Giants.
The Cowboys.
If the Giants come out of the NFC, I'm 100% going to the Super Bowl. Like, I will be there. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll be there. And I forgot what I was going to say. But
you'll be there if the Giants go. Pecan will be there if the Cowboys go.
My real pick to come out of the NFC is the 49ers.
Here, I'll give the pick that no one says because it probably won't happen, and it's not even a hot take. I'll just say the Eagles.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
They've just looked sloppy last.
They have looked sloppy, but
stumbled.
at the same time, like they have 2 wide receiver ones. They got a fantastic rushing attack, so it's like
pretty good defense.
Yeah, like and a good enough defense. So it's like
banged up, though. Banged up.
Yeah, definitely.
Home soil though, yeah. Home soil is huge. Got to defend the home soil.
And an extra week of rest. So
yeah, that's true. It's true.
Their boys have had pretty much like a week and a half because, well, I don't know how much of the Giants game they played in. Maybe the whole one, maybe not. I don't know.
They were in.
They were in the whole one.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't watch the game, but I was with you, Todd. But I heard Jalen Hurts did not look good.
Yeah, but
he did not. No, it was bad.
He was hurt for 2 weeks, but that's why you bring him back then. Let him
knock the rust off.
Yeah,
let him get acclimated.
Yeah. So I'll take the Eagles.
All right.
The Eagles and the Bills, obviously.
Eagles, Bills. And then Eagles win it? Bills win it.
Connor, who's your pick out of the AFC?
Though I truly think
Bengals or
truly,
Chiefs.
but I would like for the Chargers or Jags to
I would love to
the
jag
AFC
off.
championship. Yeah.
I mean, the Jags are a noted make a run team. Put them in the championship game. Mortals.
Bengals 49ers, Chiefs, Cowboys.
All right. Anything else you guys want to
Cowboys or Bengals? Those are my picks.
Any college basketball news? IUPUI unders have not been hitting, and I'm pissed.
Alabama basketball is for real.
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Roll
That
Tide.
dude Brandon Miller's legit. So I was actually going to say something because I'm watching Texas. I'm watching Texas right now. Obviously, you know that I am a Bama fan, but as of this year, I'm a Tennessee, Texas fan for my championship picks. Tennessee's looking pretty freaking legit. They lead the league in like opposing, like field goal percentage, 3-point percent, like everything. Like they don't. It's like 33%. Like they give up. Like their defense is legit. Their 3-point shooting is a little inconsistent, but they still have that dude Vescovy who's been there for like 7 years, who hits like 5 threes a game. And then they're long, lanky, like whatever. Texas, this goes with the Dolphins, but it's so much different. I cannot be blamed because I did not know Chris Beard was going to strangle his fiance. Okay,
that'll catch you.
He is one of the best coaches in all of college basketball, and Texas is a legit team. And he's fired, obviously. And what's interesting is Texas playing TCU right now. They're down 20. And with 26 seconds left, they're currently up 1. So I'm sweating this. This is a huge win for the boys at Texas. They can pull this off.
The morale.
Other than that, Alabama, Texas, Tennessee,
Kentucky,
been fans since day one.
Kentucky, Duke, UNC.
That's a foul.
We got new Baylor.
This game.
We got new powerhouses.
Baylor's done. What the hell will happen to Baylor?
RIP.
Zach.
What the hell happened to Kentucky?
Kentucky, Baylor, and your boys Unk.
Yeah, Unk aren't ranked. They're dead.
Unk is dead.
Bakeout blew his fucking ankle out.
That means nothing. They already had 5 L's anyway. That dude's what happened? Bro, Caleb Love. Dude's like non-existent anymore.
Caleb Love, Baycott. That guy RJ Davis was supposed to go off last night. Didn't really do much.
Didn't do anything. They Unk died.
Duke's dead.
Kentucky's like, what the hell? And
Oscar Tshiebwe is fucking terrible.
Yeah, he's not as good as last year. You know what's interesting too? Tennessee and Texas play this year at the end of the month. So I'm very excited for that. What I love about Tennessee, though, they play Alabama, Kentucky, Texas, Auburn, Missouri, like all ranked teams. I think they play 5 or 6 ranked teams. All of them are at home. Every game's at home.
Wait, Texas, Tennessee is at the Rocky Top?
It's at
the Rocky Top.
And I'm so happy that the 5 teams that they play that are ranked are all going to be on home soil. Home soil that they've been defending, I think, for like 3 straight years now without a loss or something like that.
And the mountain was
2 or 3 years without an L on their home soil.
Rocky Top, baby.
Texas 3-point game, 6 seconds left. TCU has the ball, but they're calling a timeout. But we don't have to do this live. Don't worry.
All right, we won't. All right, gentlemen, that was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Let's go Giants. Let's go Giants.
Yeah, we'll be back when
Takano, I'm rooting for you. I said I'm rooting for you.
See you Monday, Lou.
Can you guys play? Or that would be NFC Championship, right?
We can play. If the Giants win, the Cowboys win, and the Seahawks win, the Cowboys and Giants will play in Dallas. Only way possible.
Is that so?
Only way possible.
Or NFC Championship game.
Or NFC Championship.
Yeah,
either way.
That would just be like that would be pretty unbelievable if
it would be.
If the Giants beat the Eagles and the Cowboys beat the Niners, both of them happening.
Yeah. And then I wouldn't talk to Lou for a full week. I don't even think I can do this podcast. I don't even think I can look at him.
I wouldn't even.
You guys would have to go to the game together. You guys would.
You're not even going to be a Cowboys fan.
I would go to the game.
You guys know how Chris makes fun of me because the Giants don't play in New York. You know, Dallas doesn't play in Dallas.
They play in
They're
Arlington.
not.
Everyone knows that.
Arlington.
They play
They
in
play
Arlington.
Their
Same
stadium,
shit.
their stadium's right
Cowboys.
next to their
Not the-
stadium's
least-
right next to the Texas Stadium.
At
The
least we're
same
playing
state.
At least we're playing the same fucking state, you moron.
Yeah, that's
Not the New Jersey,
But it's
the
still
New
the
Jersey
same
Giants.
thing. They're like fucking 5 miles from New York City. They're literally like right there. You just
Doesn't-
can't put the. You just can't.
If
put
somebody,
MetLife
if somebody
Stadium in
lived
fucking
there
Manhattan.
though, if somebody lived there though, would you be mad if they said they were a New Yorker?
I mean, no.
Come on,
I
Lou.
wouldn't
Come
really
on,
give a
Lou.
shit.
I don't know. I feel
you
If
like
they were like, yeah, like I worked in New York, like I spend most of my time in New York, I'd be like, all right, yeah, you're probably New
do
York.
the
Like,
Giants
you
spend
guys-
most of their time in New York? Is the practice
I would-
facility in New York? Or
I
is
would
it
no,
in
but I would
New
assume
Jersey?
their homes. A lot of their homes are probably in New York, you know, the city. Probably some of them in Jersey, but probably some of them also in New York.
A lot of the Giants and Jets players live in Jersey, so they're New Jerseyans.
It's
Hence,
probably
the
cheaper
New Jer-
rent.
hence the New Jersey Giants. Hence
Well,
the
they
New
will
Jersey
never be
Jets.
called. They will never be called the New Jersey Giants ever.
Jersey Giants, just the Jersey Giants.
Yeah, Jersey Giants.
Shout out Tyler Childers. Great song. Great cover. I think that's the same. I think that's what it's called, Jersey Giant. Anyway. Yeah, great pod, guys. We'll see you guys next week.